What do you bring to a relationship? This is an important question to ask yourself when you're reflecting on your qualities. If you know that there's certain areas that you're lacking in, you can work and hone in on those areas and to improve them. Now these days, where the entire dating marketplace is just simply at the tip of your fingertips, where you can just pick up your phone and you can just swipe on a bunch of profiles on dating apps, it's really important to be able to break through and cut through that noise by standing above that. So if you're wanting to attract someone, other people are going to want to be looking for people of high value. Now, what can a person have that is considered value? The first category I want to talk about is physical looks. So if you're somebody who has great looks, such as a symmetrical face, a jawline, that's great for you, but that's something, unfortunately, we can't all control. Those are genetics. But what you can control, in another sense, is that if you are overweight, you look sickly, you just look like you're really tired. What you can do in those situations is go to the gym, eat a better diet, get more sleep. So those things you can get control over. On another topic, on physical looks, is hygiene. Hygiene is really important. So if you're somebody who just doesn't brush their teeth enough, if they have cavities, or just if you are not wearing deodorant, that can come across as being really unattractive. Why? Somebody else you're trying to attract, they will see that in terms of if you can't take care of yourself, they're likely to think that you might not be able to take care of that other person. Besides hygiene, you can also use fashion to your advantage. If you're wearing clothes that's raggedy, stains, get rid of that. Go get new clothes. And I'm not saying that you don't have to get high-end fashion designer clothes, but having a presentable look is important and can say a lot. So either get better clothes or take better care of your clothes. You can use accessories to improve your look. I hugely value a good skincare routine. I think regardless of what gender you are, having a good skincare routine is important. Okay, number 2 is status. Somebody who has a high status can be translated by a few things. One of it could be money, having money, or having a good career. Money, in a sense, is paper that is already assigned a monetary value that can be used to exchange for goods and services. And nowadays, money is a numerical value that can quantify somebody's success. I'm not saying that you need to be having millions of dollars to be attracting a person that you want. However, being financially independent or financially secure is going to be attractive. If you're somebody who's irresponsible with their money, that can be unattractive. It's going to convey to that other person that you can't be independent. A career can be conveyed as having high status in that if you are a manager, you're seen at a higher status compared to your other staff members that are working below you. If you are a DJ who's DJing at the club, you're going to be somebody who's seen at higher status compared to just other people who are attending the event. So it doesn't mean that I got to be driving a Lamborghini, making over $500,000 a year. Louis Vuitton. I actually don't know any other fashion brands. But no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say you should strive to improve on those areas, but that shouldn't be everything. Because if you're just somebody who has a fancy car and fancy clothing and that's it, you're really shallow and you're not a good person. Which leads into my next topic and one is my personal favorite, is social proof. If you're somebody who walks into a room and everybody knows who you are, and not in a negative light, but in a positive sense, that person would be considered a high value. Others are going to see that person who has walked into that room having such a presence, and they're going to see that it's valuable for them to know that person and spend time with that person. On the flip side, if you're somebody who walks into a room and you go straight to the corner, you're on your phone, you don't really talk to anybody, you're not going to really have much of a presence. If you're an altruistic person who's helping other people, or you're a funny person or fun person to hang out with, that's kind of value that you can give to somebody else. People are going to enjoy hanging out with you. So the good news about this is that you can improve on your social proof by learning to have confidence and learning to talk to other people. My fourth category that I want to talk about is sense of self. And what I mean by knowing your sense of self is having your passion, your purpose, your drive towards something. So if you're somebody who is lost, doesn't know what they're doing, they're kind of just going about whatever, that can be unattractive, because that can come across somebody that you don't really know what you want. So they're not going to see anything, and they're going to expect anything to come out of this relationship, or they don't see a future in this relationship. So an example of a sort of passion or drive or direction would be if you're working towards a job. Say, you're starting here at one point. Your goal is to try and get promoted, or you want to be the manager or get that pay raise. That can be direction. You want to direct it towards your career. Maybe you're a person who's passionate about helping out the community or making an impact on those around you. What you could do is you could volunteer at local communities to make an impact. This is not only important for the other person, but this is important for yourself, so you can be a happier person without this other person being in your life. And I understand that some people just haven't found their passion, and they haven't discovered their purpose. And that's okay. And that's going to take time. But what you're going to need to do to get to that point is try new things, read new things, discover new things. So it'll help open your mind to see what's going to stick and fit in your life. So I went through 4 categories as to areas that you can improve on yourself to increase your value and be more attractive. So I went over physical looks, having status, so that could be monetary or your career, your social proof, and also your sense of self. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Maybe areas that you want to improve on. Go ahead and drop them down below. If you found value in this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this.